Hi, my name is Jeff Wilder, and I am the Director of PCI Services here at Kirkpatrick Price. We wanted to develop a series of videos to talk about what the PCI DSS security standards are, who they apply to, and then later on to talk about the specific requirements about what do you actually need to do in order to become compliant. We want to start off the series by talking a little bit about the players within the industry. The PCI Security Standards Council is a third-party independent organization that was established about 10 years ago for the sole purpose of managing the standards themselves. Prior to the PCI Security Standards Council, each card brand managed their own standard. They realized that it wasn't in their best interest to have 5 different standards and have clients having to audit against so many different standards. So they established the council as the sole means of managing a set of security standards that need to be applied if you interact with a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or JCB. So in this life cycle, we have the Security Standards Council, we have the card brands themselves. We also have what we call acquiring banks. Now these acquiring banks, if you are a merchant and have a merchant relationship with a bank, if you accept a credit card for payment, you have a relationship with an acquiring bank. These acquiring banks are the entities that are really responsible for your compliance. They are responsible for you on behalf of the council to ensure that you are compliant on a day-to-day basis. Next in the ecosystem, we have what we call the issuing banks. Now, the issuing banks have a relationship with the individuals that have credit cards. They are the ones that actually issue the cards. Of course, we have the merchants. These are the organizations that accept the credit card for payment. And then we have service providers. Now, service provider is any entity that would store, process, transmit cardholder data on behalf of a third party, or otherwise have the ability to impact the security of it. And if you interact with credit card data in any way, if you store, process, transmit it, or if you have the ability to impact somebody else's credit card information or the security of that information, you are subject to the PCI DSS standards. In this series of videos, we're going to be going over the requirements and talking about not just so much what does the PCI DSS security standards say, each individual requirements, but what does it really mean? How is that going to apply into your environment? And what I'm going to try to do is to provide you with some guidance based on my 10 years of experience in the industry. As a former council member helping to develop these standards and training for the last 2.5, 3 years, prior to becoming the director here at Kirkpatrick Price, I'm going to bring to the table all of that knowledge and information for you to use at your discretion. So, hope you enjoy the videos. Thank you.